Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Connor, and today I'm gonna be bringing you a 12 gameplay on the map Lockdown in the game type Kill Confirmed. I'm using it with the extended mags attachment and the damage proficiency. I believe I'm using it with, okay, okay, well, I'm really close to my mic right now, and it's saying like it's barely picking up, so I don't know what's going on right now, but anyways, I'm using it with the specialist streaks, and my specialist perks being Sleight of Hand, Assassin, and Dead Silence, all pro. And my starting perks are Scavenger Pro, Hardline Pro, and Steady Aim Pro. I'm using it with the secondary, the MP9, in case I do get into those long-range battles, which, it can happen on Lockdown. There are places of the map where you're going to need a secondary that can get some long-range things for you, but it doesn't happen too often. But I'd say Lockdown is probably the best map for the shotguns and the AA-12 period, because very close quarters and having an automatic shotgun really helps when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I'd been asked in my last video for me to talk about Black Ops. So I kind of figured what I would talk about is what my expectations are for it, and what I'd like to see change from Black Ops, the original Black Ops, and from MW3. So, the biggest change I think needs to be done for Black Ops is they need to fix the problem of connections. In Black Ops, the difference between a 4-bar and a 3-bar was incredible. It was so big that it seemed like if you played on a 3-bar, you just felt like you had no chance. And it forced you to camp and play much more defensive, which in turn made the game a lot slower, combined with Ghost and other stuff, which leads me to my next point. They need to fix the perk balance. In the last 2 or 3 games almost, there's been problems with perks. MW2 had problems with Danger Close, Black Ops had Ghost, and MW3 has Blind Eye, Assassin, and Stalker. It has a lot of perks that really just seem too good to be used just with nothing else to contend with. Kind of tripping on my own words there, but anyways. So I think what they need to do is either one, need to bring back stopping power, or 2, just put all these perks into one category. I know that they kind of have it set up to where the first tier kind of affects a certain area, the second kind of affects a certain area, and the third kind of affects a certain area. Usually the second has to do, seems like the first tier perk has to do with like ammo capacity and like kind of type things that are like that are game type. What do you mean, like game type specific? Where extreme conditioning would help with like search and destroy, where scavenger would help with domination, blind eye would help with ground war, recon would help with search and destroy, and what's the other perk? Sleight of hand would kind of help with any of them. But it seems like the way that the perks are designed is that they all kind of fit into some kind of category, where it be like game types, gun balance, or like movement skills. It seems like that's the way that they are. The third perk, it's easy. Stalker makes you move faster when you're aiming down sights. Dead Silence gets rid of moving like steps, like the sound. Simmer makes other persons fast, louder. Steady aim. You have a hip fire better when you're moving, and also marksman. That doesn't really go with movement, but it does. So 4 out of the 5 go into one category. But you see what I'm getting at. I think they just need to get away from that and just make the perks balanced. If you think one perk is going to be really, really dominant, you better put something in there for it to contend with. That way, at least it's not overused and people consider it cheap. Because that's the problem with these games. The last 3 games, there's not been a lot of diversity. It seems like by 2 or 3 months into the game, everyone's using one gun with one perk, with one kill streak, with one attachment, and one setup. I mean, it's not fun. There's no diversity. That's why the games just get boring, because everyone's using the same thing. So that's why, as of lately, I've been trying to use guns that are different. I mean, you don't see a lot of people using the A12. You see a lot of people. I mean, you see UMPs, but you don't see it as much as like the MP7, the ACR. It's a good gun, but it's not as overused as other guns are. Speaking of which, with the A12, this game should have been a Moab. I would have had one if it wasn't for the stupid goddamn fucking host switching. And for whatever reason, it went from a perfect host for me. I was on a 4-bar. I was doing fine. I was probably, say, maybe 3 or 4 away. And all of a sudden, the host switched, and I dropped down to a 3-bar, and I just can't do anything. Unfortunately, that's the way this game is. In MW2, I could get away with a 3-bar, but in this game, not a chance. So, which leads me to my final problem, and that is the host selection. It's kind of is connected with lag, but it just seems like it's never picking the best host possible. They need to work on the matchmaking system to where it puts you with people that are around you you could like select it by level based, connection based. They need to work on it. They need to make it so that people feel like they have a fair chance of winning. And in the last 2 Call of Duties, I haven't felt like that. Black Ops, it was a little bit better because in Black Ops, I felt that if I went into a solo TDM game, I could single-handedly win it for my team. In this game, I don't feel like I can do that because of the support UAVs, because of the fact that there are so many things that allow for a team to be doing better than just one person. It doesn't seem like I have a chance if I'm playing by myself, which is unfortunate because if I play with others, my connection suffers. So I'm kind of picking the lesser of 2 evils. So, anyways, but overall, my expectations for Black Ops 2, if I'm going to be basing it off of Black Ops 1, I feel like they're going to fix some of the problems from MW3. I feel like they're going to work on it. They're going to try and make their game better. But overall, I think that they're going to overlook one drastic thing, and I think it's going to ruin the game, unfortunately. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going to buy the game because, let's face it, Call of Duty is fun when people aren't abusing the problems. So, hopefully my expectations are wrong. I'd love to see a game that is fun for an entire year and makes you not even want to buy the new one because the old one is so fun. But it's not looking so great so far. So, hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. If you did, give it a like rating, and I will see you all later. Bye.